What's up, everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy, and here's my movie review of Dumbo, directed by Tim Burton, stars Colin Farrell, Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, Evergreen, and the rest of the other casting crew. And in this film, a young elephant whose oversized ears enables him to fly helps a struggling circus, but when the circus plans a new venture, Dumbo and his friends discover dark secrets beneath its shiny veneer. And this is a remake to the 1941 classic animation film Dumbo. And I rewatched the classic. It is really a good film. It's very sad. I really enjoyed the film. It had like a touch where it touched your emotional side, and it really captured everything. And it's probably one of Disney's best animation films of all time. Maybe the top 10. Really enjoyed the film, like I said. And Disney has been remaking all their classic films, and the ones that really did it for me that I still don't think is better than the original, but Cinderella and The Jungle Book. Those two were really good in my eyes. Kenneth Branagh bringing a style in Cinderella, his directing style, and Jon Favreau making the animals look real and stuff, the way he did that film with The Jungle Book. I really enjoyed those two. Just don't think they're quite as better than the original. Then we get Beauty and the Beast, and Beauty and the Beast it's still a good film, just it's not great as the original, which is one of my favorite Disney films of all time. So some Disney films are kind of like a hit and miss, and some of them I did quite enjoy the remake of Alice in Wonderland, and that one was directed by Tim Burton. And so going to this movie, he was directing Dumbo. So I was kind of I don't know, was he the right director? Some aspects I said, okay, it's a circus, so maybe this is around Tim Burton's alley and stuff. I mean, you've seen Batman Returns and other films he have done, so this might be up his alley. And for me with Disney remakes, it's a thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because some Disney movies I think feel do not need a remake. They were just as good. You just don't need it. So is that the case for Dumbo? Let me go on to the good and the bad of it. Let me start off with the good. Dumbo, he's cute. The elephant is so adorable. That man, the CGI of it did take me out. When it came on screen and I saw the trailers, I was just like, man, that's the cutest elephant. Everything about it was great. The way they did the elephant, they captured some of the stuff from the classic where Dumbo trips on his ears and stuff, and the expression of the elephant's eyes and stuff. Man, everything about it was great. Him flying, it was everything about Dumbo. If you like this elephant from the animation classic, and here I can see grown-ups and kids loving this cute elephant. So those are the great things I can say about Dumbo. One of the things I say is good is I love the style design of the movie. The movie design is absolutely something to watch. I like how they did the costumes and stuff, the design of the circus. Absolutely amazing. I thought they crafted that part very well in this film. Like I said, when Burton's movies, the costume designs and stuff are absolutely amazing. That's anything with style and the costume stuff is absolutely a great thing about movies when it comes to Tim Burton movies. And I thought Dumbo did an absolutely fantastic job on that. So those are the things that I like from the film. And there's some more stuff I'll put in there that I did like from the film. But overall, as a story of this film, it didn't capture my eyes like the original. It didn't grab me put me wow and stuff. And what I mean the story is it's okay. It's just totally different from what the classic did, and I can understand if you're remaking it, just don't do it shot for shot like what Beauty and the Beast did. And this one didn't do it shot for shot. It captures some of the same elements that you remember from the animation stuff, Which was is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, the way they did it in this movie, it was like they showed all the stuff that you remember from the classic, just put it like all like completely like towards like the beginning, like the 20 to 30 minutes of the film. For me personally, I enjoyed some of the parts that was in there, but some of it wasn't like it didn't felt like it was the same. Like I felt like this is the Dumbo I know of from the original. So that was kind of like, okay, they just threw stuff in there, and then all of a sudden it's a totally different movie from the original. I mean, there's human elements, which that was the part I wish was done a lot better. The human elements in this movie, because the human elements was about the part that was weak for me in this film. And what I mean is, I know they were trying to give like especially with Colin Farrell's character, they were trying to give like a little backstory like for his character and with the kids and stuff and like that, but it just kind of felt like it just didn't it didn't do it for me. It didn't grab me like on the emotional side just to say, oh, like that. It could have, but it was just not. It was very weak, and it was just for me. Like I said, with some of the casting, the acting, I think the acting was, some of it was good for the most. Some of it was good. It was okay. I wouldn't say it's the best acting all time. Like Danny DeVito was fantastic as the guy that owns the circus. He was absolutely fantastic. Danny DeVito, I don't know what much I can say about him. The guy is fantastic in this film. Every scene he's in, I thought Danny DeVito did a fantastic job. Then Michael Keaton. Now, I like Michael Keaton. In this film, he was like probably like he was the main antagonist. I didn't think he needed to be involved in this movie. It just felt like I say Michael Keaton was good in this film. It was like felt like he didn't need to be involved in this film. It's just like he was like one of these guys that was trying to like put Dumbo in front center. Like he was an entrepreneur and stuff like that as the circus guy, like making all stuff happen and stuff like that. Like try to make like have business and stuff. And it felt like he needed to be in this movie. And basically from original class, Dumbo was not it didn't have a villain in it. So that was one of the parts. Eva Green does fantastic. She does good like as always. So she does a fantastic job. Colin Farrell's character, like I said, Colin Farrell, he's fantastic. He's okay. And the kid actors are okay. I just felt like I didn't really care for their characters at all. I know they were trying to add stuff like do a whole different thing of adding the human element in Dumbo, but the parts that I missed from the original Dumbo is I missed where like they show the this is spoil or not, but the mouse from the original, he's in this movie, but he doesn't talk at all. So it felt totally different. And like I said, the reference, like certain things that have been said that you remember from the classic, you'll see like the stork from the original and stuff. You see some of the stuff from the animation and some stuff that said that some of the stuff that doesn't show up from the original that will come in this movie, you'll hear stuff like that. So there's some parts that was from the animation. It felt like it just was just shown, just say, hey, here it is, and it just don't fleshes it out like we remember this, like like from the Jungle Book, some of the stuff you remember from the Jungle Book. And it just felt like, yes, I'm reliving my nostalgia moment. Like when you see the Jungle Book and Beauty and the Beast, you're back to what you remember. And that's what I felt like with Dumbo. It was missing that part out of that movie. And it just didn't do it for me. And that's just one of the things I had a problem with this movie. Now, like I said, is this like a atrocious bad Disney movie? No. It just didn't. It just wasn't like enough for me to like say, wow, this is what I remember from Dumbo. And This is a remake, so I know a lot of people say, well, I didn't want to see the same film again. I ain't saying you should see the same film. It should be a shot for shot, like do skip beat for beat. But give me something like a couple of scenes where I can just say, wow, like make it like a couple of scenes. Now there's some, like I said, I'm probably going like too much like on the negative side. There's some parts that are memorable here, but it didn't like do it for me. Let me mention the part where the elephant rubbed trunk thing with his mom and Dumbo. That part in this movie, it was good. I say it hooked me from what I remember from the classic, but the classic, something about it was magical, like the lead up to it. It was just, something about it was just like, in the cartoon was just like, oh, that literally almost teared me up. Here, I was like, I care for it, but I think the human element in this film just kind of just took over where I just like, I really just couldn't like really get to it like, but like I said, it is my opinion about it. I just didn't feel like I attached to it because like I said, the human element side kind of like branched over where I really care for the Dumbo character, but the human side elements were just overtaking the film. But that's just my negatives. Overall, it's not like a atrocious, like a bad, like a film. It was just disappointing for me for like that enjoyed the classic film. And that's just my negatives for the film. Overall, like I said, the film is, it just wasn't like the best Disney Disney live action, excuse me. It's just like, I wish they did more to the storyline of the movie, made it like where you remember from the classic. This is Tim Burton's second directing a live action movie, Alice in Wonderland. This, I don't know which one is the best. I think as far as I like Dumbo slightly better than Alice in Wonderland, but I'll figure that out in the future, which one I do like and not like. Overall, I want to give this film a C minus. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the movie. Did you like it or not? Let me know. I said, check the movie out. You might like it. For me, it's slightly average. It's disappointing for me. I just didn't really care for the movie. So let me know in the comment section. What did you like? Tell me which Dumbo film do you like, the 2019 or the 1941 classic? Like I said, I like the 1941 classic. I think that was the best one in my, to me, it's the one of the best Disney animation films, classic. And very curious on the next Disney's live action films. I know Aladdin and Lion King's coming out. I'm really out there for the Lion King. The trailer looks good. The TV spot they show. Aladdin, kinda. And tell me which film which upcoming live action film are you excited for? Aladdin or Lion King? Let me know those two. Let me know. I would love to know what you think about both of them. Which one you really anticipate for. Let me know that too. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, click thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, click subscribe and the bell button. That's so I can see you next time on Sly the Movie Guy. Peace.